Before you knock another door and say another word to a homeowner, stop. Because what's going on in your head right now is either gonna close the deal or it's gonna kill it. And if you're doing PDR sales right now, door to door, and your confidence is shaky, this video is gonna flip that for you. I've seen tons of new sales reps completely just fail immediately, not because they didn't know what to say, but because they were just so unconfident in talking to the homeowner and just assuming they're gonna say no right out the gate. And I've seen a bunch of average salespeople with average sales skills crush it because they have bulletproof confidence. So let's get into the 6 keys that really go into your confidence and the mindset that you need to have to be a great door-to-door PDR sales rep right now. So sales is a transfer of belief. You need to believe in your service that you provide to your customers, your sales process that you have, and the process that your customer goes through, and you got to believe in yourself, right? So first off, the company that you're working for, if you don't believe that they're going to provide the best service to your client, you're not going to be able to get that customer to say yes to move forward with you, right? Again, sales is a transfer of emotion. They have to really buy into what you're selling, right? And not exactly what you're selling, but what you're providing, because you're not really selling anything, right? We're here providing a service to these clients. So their car has hail damage, your company fixes hail damage, and their insurance pays for the fix, right? So it's really a no-brainer. If they have an issue, you have a solution, it should work out, right? But if you're showing up and like right away, hey, my service, our guys, we don't really fix things very well. We're not very thorough. We miss things all the time. We don't take care of all the trim pieces. We cut corners. Like if you just don't believe in your company, then you're just not gonna do very well, okay? So like first off, make sure that you're working with a company that does a great job for their customer. And then you need to believe in your sales process. Like what process are you gonna put the customer through? I talk about friction points a lot with Redline, and like how many friction points do we have in the process? Like where is it easy for the customer to move forward and where is it really hard for them? So if you're like, our sales process here is, again, do they have an issue? Yes, they have hail damage. We talk to them. If they're willing to let us fix the hail damage, then we will bring a rental to their house. If they don't have rental coverage, we will take their car to the shop. We'll get it checked in. We'll have all the insurance and everything handled. We'll speak to their insurance companies directly. We'll have the adjuster come out and take a look at it. And then once everything is approved, then we do the repair. Once the repair is done, we do a full detail on their car and we do a quality control check. We do look over as a salesperson and our guys in the shop, we're gonna look over, hey, did we see any extra dents that just maybe missed? Because if you're staring at hundreds of dents, it's really easy for your mind to say, hey, everything's fixed. You know what I'm saying? So we go through that quality control check. If everything's fixed, we check all the trim, everything looks good. Then now is the time, hey, let your client know, hey, this thing is repaired. And then we can either take the car back to them, to their home, or they can come by the shop and pick it up. But that's as simple as it is. We don't need the customers to go figure everything out with their insurance. We help them file the claim. Once the claim's filed, we have them let the insurance know that we're the one working with them. We contact the insurance. We get everything flowing. The clients really have to do almost nothing. They just have to say, yes, let's do the work. And then they just have to be patient with us throughout the process. And once we get the approval from the insurance, we're on it. We're quick, 1 to 2 days of repair, and it's back to the customer. So that's how our sales process is set up. We make it super simple for them. We don't care if they're an hour away. We'll take the vehicle to them, pick it up. We just make it super seamless because the less they have to think about, the easier it is to move forward. So that's how our sales process is set up. But now you need to believe in yourself, right? Do you understand the needs of the client, right? Do you actually believe that you are the right person to serve these people? Well, the biggest thing is the service that your company provides. That's where a lot of your confidence should come from. But again, like for yourself, are you gonna answer the call? If they call you, you're gonna answer it. Or are you gonna avoid their phone call because you're worried that they're gonna be mad or upset or something like that? You know, so are you the right person for them to do business with? Are you okay with your company shortcutting some things and just providing a bad service to them? I hope not. You shouldn't be, you know? So like, how are you the right person? If they don't speak to you, they're gonna go talk to somebody else. Are they gonna get a better experience with somebody else? Is that other person gonna take care of them more? Are they gonna care more? You gotta out-care people. That's how it works. So if you are gonna be the right person for them, if you're at the right company and y'all's process is super easy and you believe in all that, that's step 1. That's where it's gotta start, okay? So if we can get past all of that, then now it's time to even speak about like the communication with your clients or your potential prospects, right? So number 2, your body language and tone start before you even speak. And I wrote right here, people judge you 100% of the time. We can pretend like, we don't judge anybody. We judge people. It's natural. It's almost a subconscious thing. Subconscious is below awareness. And as somebody's walking up, you're looking at what they're saying, how they look, how their face looks like, their facial expressions, what they're wearing, right? You're listening, like I said, looking at what they're saying, but you're just you analyze them immediately. It just happens so fast. You might not openly judge them, and you might say, I know that person looks like this, but I'm gonna give them the little benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna let them work through it. We might do all those things, and that's great. But at the end of the day, everybody gets judged immediately. So your body language needs to look good, right? You need to smile. That's what I tell people all the time. Man, just you smile. You can say so much and mess up so much, but if you're smiling, and your body language is good, then you're great. But if you're coming up to the door and you're a little nervous, you're already like, or you need to be like kind of macho. It's like we got to have a good posture for our clients. So open palms. That shows like that you're approachable and you're not really like fending people off or like scaring them or anything like that. So just your body language needs to be good. You need to stand confident, not just like slouched or lazy, but you don't want to stand like aggressive either. Like this, hey, I'm not scared of you. Like you don't need that. Like if you need that kind of Superman type of mentality, like there's a little bit more for us to work on. But if you can just show up and just smile and smile with your eyes too. It's not just about your mouth. Like your eyes need to smile and just like welcome people in, and you need to look like a person that they want to talk to, right? So, your haircut, all that matters, but like just your posture alone, just like how are you standing, at the door as they come out? Are you kind of to the side to where they're not too sure? Do you got your hands in your pockets? You're just trying to act, hey, I don't care, everything's all good. Like that might be a style, but for me, I wanna make sure that they know, hey, I'm not a threat. You wanna empty out any bullets that they might have. You wanna empty it all out in front of them, just so that they know everything's good. Hey, I come in peace. I'm here to be a guest, not a pest. You're there to help them out. So you kind of keep your palms open. Hey, how are you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. Your tone. And remember this too. This is something I learned from Jeremy Miner. Your face is the remote control to your tone. So as far as your tone, it's not exactly about what you say. A lot of times it's how you say it, and perception is reality. So if you say some things, you sound rude, you sound like you don't care, the customers are going to perceive those immediately. And again, they already judged you. They don't know who you are. Boom. How do you look? How do you sound? Immediately. I haven't even talked about what did you say. The first thing, how do you look? How do you sound? Right? So if you sound confident, you sound like you know what you're doing, and you sound like you're coming from a place of, I want to serve and help you, rather than I want to tell you what to do, there's a big difference, right? So our tone has to be right. Our body language has to be right. So whenever you're speaking, smile. Even if you're on the phone, smile, right? It comes out different. If your face changes, then now what you're saying changes. But it just naturally raises your tone. Now you're smiling, now you're talking, hey, everything's good. Hey, nice to meet you. They slam the door in your face, you walk away with a smile. You know what I'm saying? Like just stay focused. The bulletproof mindset, it'll change everything for you. So keep that confidence up. And then number 3, confidence comes from preparation, not luck. So study and train daily. That's the other thing too. If you're practicing on your customers, it's going to take you a lot longer to get better. Okay. And a lot of people will just quit. So you need to practice and prepare before you ever speak to somebody. You need to train on your opening pitch, whatever your first 10 seconds, 20 seconds are going to be. You should be training that. You should know those words. You should know your process. And again, I'm not even going to get to this, but here, I'm going to write it down. Same process, every customer, every time. All right, so that is, we're going to talk about this later in some more videos, but at Redline, we talk about this a lot. So do you have the same process with every customer every single time? Or are you changing your pitch every time you go up to the door, right? Are you, depending on how they open it, what they say, are you just trying? Are you not trying, but like pretending? Are you actually calculated? Do you know, hey, I'm going to say this is how I roll. I do it every single time and I get really good at it. And you're just words like flow like water. Or are you making it up every single time? You shouldn't be making things up. Again, your preparation is key. You need to know what you're going to be doing before you go do it. Otherwise, you're just going in blind. And again, you're not able to like scale that. Alex Hormozy says all the time, simplicity scales, chaos fails. And what do I mean by scale? I mean get more sales. You want to scale, you want to talk to more clients, talk to more homeowners, get them to come in to your process, get them to come in and do business with you, right? Versus chaos failing. Chaos would be you talk to 10 doors, 10 people open the door, and you say 10 different things each time because you're just guessing what's going to work. The preparation that you put in, you're studying and you're training on communication. Again, smile, just your communication alone. Like practice smiling. Some people have to practice smiling. It took me a long time to get really good at it. I was a busser at Olive Garden, and we just walk around like poopy pants, like we're not super excited about what we're doing. But as I realized I'm more guest facing before I became a server, I realized, oh man, I need to smile. It like changes. You smile at somebody, they're gonna smile back. It's just contagious. You change their mood. Uptick. You want to be the reason that people elevate, and like you're in the room. This is what I say a lot too. In the room, you can either be a thermostat or a thermometer. Thermometer, the person's in there, they're just talking about, oh, this is the vibe of the place, you know, we're just kind of fitting in. But a thermostat, you change the temperature, right? We're not talking about what the temperature is, we're making the temperature what we want it to be. You want to do that with your customers, and that, again, the proper preparation. Studying on door to door, just YouTube, just what you're doing right now. Go on YouTube and watch as many videos as you can. Take something from everything, right? Write things down. Write down your pitch. Write down what you're gonna say. You know, say it out loud. Say it in a mirror. Say it in the camera. How do you sound on camera? Are you actually good? Do you have a good speech? Or do you like really talk low? Are you really monotone? Like, are you able to go up and down and just all those things? You gotta practice speaking to people. You have to be a great public speaker, right? That's what we do. You're paid for your communication level. We're not the ones doing the work on the cars. And if you are, that's okay. But if you're doing the work on the cars and you're bringing in your own business, you need to get good at this side too, that communication, because you can be the best person to do business with, but if you're not able to bring people in and persuade and make them believe the way you believe and have like a tone and just have somebody that they would be willing to work with. Like, do you look like a person that you would want to do business with? Again, that goes back to number 2. And then number 3, confidence comes from preparation. So just know what you're going to say before you say it. Know, hey, whenever they say this, I say this. Work on objections. The people that say, no, I'm not interested, or hey, I already got somebody else to get that taken care of, or hey, somebody already checked it out. Just all these objections that we get. Oh, it's my son's car. You're going to have to come back later. You get all these objections, but you're not taking care, you're not good at them and not good at handling them. Or hey, can you leave a card? I got to wait on my husband. All those things, or my wife, oh, my wife's handling that, blah, blah, blah. If you're not working on them in advance, then now you're just practicing on them with your customers. And it's very costly to practice on them with your customers. But if you practice with them outside of business hours, outside of MMA hours, let me write that down. MMA hours. I learned that doing life insurance. Money-making activity hours. Outside of those hours, that's whenever you should be preparing and getting better. During those hours, that's whenever you should be knocking as many doors as you can. Okay, so that's gonna take me to number 4. Stop talking yourself out of success. You gotta kill the bad self-talk. Training your subconscious. So you gotta retrain your subconscious. Again, I said it earlier, your subconscious is below awareness, right? So we're making all kinds of decisions and thoughts. We have all these like pre-built responses to things that our body just automatically, like your breathing is subconscious. We know to breathe. You're not having to think, oh shoot, I should be breathing right now. It's just subconscious. It just happens automatically. How your subconscious works too, it doesn't really know right from wrong. It just knows the data that we feed it. So what you tell your subconscious is all that it knows. It doesn't know what's right or wrong. So if you constantly are telling yourself, man, everything bad happens to me, we all know that person that, man, they never have anything good happen to them. They're always having problems. Tomorrow's gonna be worse than yesterday was. Like, that's just how their whole life is. And then we know those people, man, they just crush it, dude. Like, they never run into any issues. All their customers say yes. Like, think about the confidence level, right? The person that's poopy pants, every bad thing happens to them in the world, and the person that just crushes it, you can't stop them for anything. What is the difference? Well, again, your mindset, it all goes together. But number 4, what do you think the killer, the person that's just a beast, is saying to themselves at all times? They can buy, they will buy, as long as I do my job right. Like, that's what they're saying to themselves. Or do you think they're like, man, this person's probably gonna say no? Or is your self-talk so bad that you're over here saying, yeah, but they're fed, they get all the easy customers, they know everybody in town, like their family refers them, oh, they're the teacher's pet, that kind of thing. Is that what you are telling your subconscious so that whenever you see somebody else winning, it's got to be because of one of these things. It's not because they're good and they're prepared and their self-talk is right and their tone is right. It can't be because that they believe heavily in their process, can it? Yes, that's exactly how it works. So if you're down here poopy pants, you need to change that. No more bad self-talk. We need to retrain our subconscious, okay? You need to kill that bad self-talk. Kill bad self-talk. You need to retrain your subconscious mind. There's a book, it's an audio book, and it's a pretty bad audio book. And by that, I mean the reader, he just reads so slow, so I speed up on Audible. I don't know if you have Audible or not, but you should be consuming daily, right? Come from preparation, listening to books and everything. So there's this book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I listened to it at like 1.4. I've listened to it a few times, but it's really taught me like, man, everything I'm putting in, as a man thinketh, that's what they say all the time, right? Like Henry Ford said, if you think you're right, you're right. If you think you're wrong, you're also right. You know what I mean? Like you're just training yourself. So that's a really great book. That'll help you work on your self-talk and help you understand how your subconscious works, okay? So again, if you're poopy pants, stop doing that. We don't talk about that anymore. If you're the guy that always has a reason why somebody else is doing better than you or somebody else is crushing it and you just want to believe that, that's fine. But if you're the killer and you're just like, man, I crush it, I never stop, nobody can stop me, every door I knock on, they want to do business with me, I'm the best, we have the best company, best service, best sales process, everything, I am the right person for you. If that's your self-talk, you're gonna win more. Again, like I said at the very beginning of this video, I've seen beginners that are just so scared and just are automatically poopy pants, they're not gonna do well. But if you can be an average, like if you're not great at objections and all that, but you believe heavily in yourself, right? In yourself, your process, and your service, you're gonna crush. Because guess what? You're probably gonna get less objections. Oh, that guy gets laydowns all the time. Yeah, because the customer, his body language and his tone are so good that they want to do business with him. That's how that works, okay? So fix your self-talk. That's number 4. Let's go to number 5. Visualize the win before every door. They want help and they want you to be the one to help them, right? Again, that kind of ties back in with number 4, but it's really that preparation too, right before the door. Hey, I'm gonna knock on this door, they're gonna come out, they're gonna listen to me, they know they have hail damage, and they know they wanna get it fixed, they just haven't been certain on who to fix it with. Right? So that's you. That's where you come into play. Okay? So just like really have that talk with yourself. They have a problem, I have a solution, and I'm the right person for them to get that fixed from. Right? That needs to be the self-talk, that visualization. As a closer, whenever I'm going out, if let's say that I'm selling a car to somebody, I'm gonna take out the numbers and everything, and I'm gonna see all the numbers. Before I ever talk to a customer, I'm gonna see all those numbers right here on a piece of paper. I'm gonna know exactly how I'm gonna close them. I'm gonna see the close before I ever get there. I'm gonna visualize the win before I ever speak to the customer about the actual numbers. That's the same thing with door knocking, right? As you're door knocking, you need to visualize all the way to the process of a claim and to an appointment for them to bring their car. And if they're gonna bring their car in, you need to see that moment. Or for them to file the claim, for you to bring the car to them, you need to visualize that moment. You should see that car and see you pulling it into your service drive, pulling it into your shop for them to do the repairs. That's like that. Oh man, that's lethal. Think about it, dude. If I'm knocking on the door and I'm smiling, I'm excited, my posture's right. You know, I believe in my process. I believe in my work that we do. I believe in my service and I believe in myself. I know what I'm gonna say because I have the same process as every customer every time. And I tell myself that I am the best in the game and I'm the right person for them to work with. And I see their car pulling in my shop before I ever knock on that door. How much more likely am I to convert that client? You know, how much more likely am I to convert them into a referral partner for me to where they're like, dude, everybody needs to work with this person. Think about that. If you showed up to every door that way, how much better would you be? And again, this is PDR. We're not hurting anybody. We're not taking anything from them. We're taking something that they've spent a lot of money on, right? And we're gonna make it beautiful again, right? Mother Nature said, not today, but that's where you come in. You say, hell no, we ain't gonna deal with that, right? We're gonna be the ones to fix that for you. Think about that. If you're that person at the door every single time, you're gonna be deadly. You're gonna be deadly, okay? So let me bring you to number 6, okay? Remind yourself that you're not selling, you're helping. I said that at the very beginning. If they have hail damage and they don't get it fixed properly, they lose. You're there to protect them, right? That's where the helping comes into play. We're not selling them hail damage repair. They already have the hail damage. They had that before you showed up, okay? They want the hail damage repaired. They want the fix, right? And they don't care about your process for, pulling out the dents and all that stuff. They don't care about all that. They care about the results for what that gets them. And that's a beautiful car again. You restore it to like new condition. You keep that paint to where it's factory finish, right? You don't have to repaint the car and all that stuff. All the benefits that come with PDR, that's what they're wanting. And you're not selling any of that to them. You're helping them get what they want, which is a car back in good condition, back in excellent condition. We want to get it better than it was before the damage. That's the whole idea. And again, it goes back to believing in your service that you guys provide. So if they go to a hole in the wall company that's just a fly by night, Chuck with a truck driving around fixing people's cars, and he's not going to be there tomorrow to stand behind his work, or he cuts corners, or he drops it off fast, and it's at night and they don't see it till tomorrow, and now it's already too late. They're screwed. You need to be the one to protect them, right? You're the best person in the game to do business with. Your company, bar none. Nobody matches what your company does, and that customer deserves that every single time. They deserve the best in the game. They deserve the best service that can ever be provided, and that's from you. But again, if they go to somebody else, they're gonna lose. They're gonna get it repaired by somebody that's not gonna be in a business 6 months from now, a year from now. And let's say they do a decent job and they get away with it, but now the customer calls them again next year, and now they're out of business already. They're not even doing it anymore. Did the customer win there? No, now they got the same problem. Now they have to go through it again, and now they're in danger, right? Think about it. Your company's gonna be longevity. You have longevity with the company. You're gonna move up in your company, maybe like with us. Maybe you're gonna be in sales and you're just gonna do well, or maybe you're gonna help build a sales team under you and you're gonna help get some people going, but you're gonna stay in the game and you're gonna change your family's life and all those things that come the benefits of being in door-to-door PDR sales, or even if you're gonna do it over the phone, all that stuff, just being in the PDR industry, period, and building up your clientele, building up your confidence, just all the benefits that come from it, it starts right here. It starts by, I am the best person for them to do business with. They don't do business with me, they're gonna do business with the next guy, and he's not gonna do what I'm gonna do for them. He's not gonna make sure that they're taken care of. He doesn't care. He's okay with stuff getting stolen out of their car. You know what I'm saying? And let's say not stolen. He's okay with them, hey, their sunglasses got removed from the car, right? And just because we moved the headliner around, things, the car hit a couple of different bays throughout a few days, and then they didn't get put back. Are you gonna be the guy to go replace their sunglasses, or just tell them, hey, tough luck, dog, sorry? No, you're gonna stand behind your product. You're gonna say, you know what? That's on me. I should have made sure you had those glasses out of there before you went ahead and brought your car here. I should have made sure you had those, just so they didn't get taken away. Not because they're gonna get stolen, but they could have got damaged or anything like that, right? You're gonna be the one to do that. But the other shops, the other people, they don't care. Hey, sorry about your bad luck. We're not responsible. You signed it right here, sir. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, just that mentality. So anyways, let me go back through the 6. Let's go back through the 6. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Number 1, sales is a transfer of belief. You need to believe in your service, your process, and yourself, right? The service that your company provides. Number 2, your body language and tone start before you ever even speak, right? People are judging you instantly. So how do you look? What's your presentation? Are you the type of person that you would want to do business with? How do you sound? How does not about your voice, but your volume, your tone? Like, are you just like blurting things out? Hey, I'm with the XYZ PDR and we're here. No. Slow down, relax. Hey, everything's all good. Hey, nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. We're going through the whole process, right? We'll get into sales more, like as far as what to say and all that stuff. But for now, pay attention to these. Number 3, confidence comes from preparation, not luck. You need to be studying. You need to be practicing. Do not practice on your customers. That is a very expensive way to practice and get better at your craft. Be prepared before you hit that door. Be prepared. Have your day planned. Oh my gosh. Plan your day. I'm going to write this right here. Plan your day. Do not wake up tomorrow and not even know where you're going to go knock, not know who you're going to go see, and on top of that, not know what to say. Be prepared. Be a professional. Professional. Be a pro. Okay? All right, number 4, stop talking yourself out of success. Kill the self-talk, kill the bad self-talk. We only speak great things in ourselves. Affirmations, whatever, you can say all the crazy things you want, but if you haven't done it and you haven't changed the way you talk to yourself, you're not gonna get a different result. So kill bad self-talk. Number 5, visualize the win before every door. Hey, these people want to do business with me. They want that car fixed, and I'm the best for them to actually do that with. So just visualize that win. And then number 6, remind yourself that you're not selling, you're helping. Okay, so you're helping them get the repair that they want. Plan your day, be a pro, same process every customer, every time. If any of this hit right with you, if you felt like the content in this video was great, smash that like button, subscribe, and then drop a comment below on how you felt about this, this training that we did here. I'm gonna have a lot more of these videos dropping as often as possible, and we just really wanna build some monsters, okay? If you're interested in joining our sales team, if you wanna just make a change, we're here in the DFW area, but if you wanna join the sales team, you need to reach out to me. I'm gonna put a link in the description here for our Facebook Messenger. Just shoot us a message on Facebook, and then we'll get in contact with you as far as the details go. Any questions that you have, drop them below, and subscribe, and let's stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.